He's 5 fat-friendly podcasts that will help you accept your body just the way it is. Starting off with the creme de la creme of fat-positive anti-diet podcasts. Hosted by Instagram sensation, Your Fat Friend, aka Aubrey Gordon, and Michael Hobbs, this podcast dismantles diet culture and the wellness industry. What's awesome about this podcast is they take a real science-backed, evidence-based approach, and also they make a lot of fun of people like Pete Evans, who, P.S., I've got a lot of pretty nutso stories about from my time as an entertainment journalist. Next is I Weigh with Jamila Jamil. She's a pretty polarizing character. I actually really don't mind her. But even if you're not a huge fan of Jamila, it is truly worth tuning into this podcast for her guests. She's had all kinds of guests on her show, lots of famous people from Deborah Messing, Elizabeth Banks, Busy Phillips, the list goes on, Demi Lovato, but also some really incredible Instagram content creators like Stephanie Yaboya and Candace Braithwaite. Okay, next up is nutritionist Laura Thomas and her podcast, Don't Stop My Game. This isn't actually going anymore, but I loved this podcast in that it taught me a lot about intuitive eating and really helped me in my journey I'm still in recovery from an eating disorder. Which leads to Laura's new podcast, Can I Have Another Snack? Laura recently had a baby in the last couple of years, and so she's raising a child now, and I guess this is really handy for those of us who have been brought up in diet culture, all of us, and as a lot of us millennials are now getting to the stage of where we want to have our own children, then it's kind of really quite pertinent that we teach them anti-diet culture tactics and don't pass on some of those really terrible habits that we picked up from our own parents. And last but definitely not least is the brand new podcast from Instagram sensation Demi Lynch and her new podcast, Fat and Eyes. Demi is an Australian journalist who has run the Nasty Woman Club, now Kaleidoscope News, for many years. And this is her new podcast, which has kicked off with an unbelievable expose into Australian chain plus-size store City Chic. Plus, loads more, and I'm sure there's more to come. Absolutely love this podcast. Can't wait to hear more.